Hey guys, it is Ben, aka the Fuseboxx. It is once again that time for an episode of Fuseboxx Engaged. I have been engaged this past week in some wonderful, wonderful bits of personal drama that I'm not going to get into. But basically, I have been disheveled and scrambled. And so the channel was kind of the last thing on my mind. So, long story short, I don't have much of a plan, although for regular viewers of this channel, you'll know that that's not exactly a shocker. But I figured I would have some fun today and talk a bit about my favorite subject, which is, of course, pirates. Well, one of my favorite subjects. I like a lot of subjects. Hell, I'm a Tolkien aficionado, for Pete's sake. If you ever have any Tolkien questions for me, don't hesitate to ask me because I probably know the answer. But I was going to talk about, some famous pirates from history and maybe dispel a few of the wonderful stereotypes that have been going on about pirates for a long, long time. But not while. What am I saying? I am joined at this moment by our good old buddy, Omer Glitch.
What's going on, everyone? Good to be here. Thanks for the invite. What's this drama you were a part of? You've been disheveled. I haven't heard.
I haven't been talking about it because it's kind of personal. I don't want to. I don't want to talk about anything just yet. Okay. But when the dust settles, I may be able to talk about it. But
Gotcha. Yeah.
Wonderful.
I don't want to
wonderful.
Put it all out on Front Street here on the internet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not famous enough to where people really care that much, but
Yeah, it's still not something that needs to be out there. What's up, Texas Mofo?
Texas Mofo is a hero on the internet. He has produced some wonderful content, including Liam Gray flying through space.
Yeah, he's good.
Chicken planks or hush puppies? I have no idea how that relates to Pirates, Texas.
Is he like chicken nuggets or like hush puppies? Hush puppies? Is it pirate?
I have no idea what that's about. So what are you planning on drawing today, Omer?
I'm gonna do some Outlaw Nights. Speaking of pirates, I'm gonna do some space pirates.
I've heard of that before. What's that about?
I don't know. This guy, he wrote this comic book about these space pirates going to steal some stuff, and they're all powered up, and they ain't putting up with anybody's BS.
Well, the man who wrote that sounds like a very, very handsome man, and I would love to get to know him.
Me too.
Long John Silver's... Oh, for God's sake, Texas. These stereotypes are offensive, sir.
Yarr, you've got my seafood.
Everybody always thinks it's all about eye patches and peg legs, but it's not. Pirates were the original libertarians of their day. They didn't want to deal with the monarchy. They didn't put up with any bull, so they were basically floating democracies. A lot of people don't know that pirates, as much as like, well, like in media, it's like there's always the captain who is basically like the dictator, and it's like, oh, you betrayed him, so he's gonna make you walk the plank or whatever. In those days, most pirate ships were democracies. So basically, if the captain was pissing people off, he was voted out.
Hmm.
That's right. Frickin' representational democracy. They would be coming themselves on CNN. That's right, I said it.
Pirates on CNN?
Oh, for God's sake. Why do I even try? Well, speaking of all that, Outlaw Nights issue number 2 is still in demand. And we have reached $1,510 US. If we can hit 2K on the Indiegogo, I will be sending all the backers a digital preview of issue number 3. So,
Nice.
I highly recommend that everybody get in on this here thing. So yeah, not pirates. What am I? Outlaw Nights is Outlaw Nights is the story of Cyrus Lawson, a young fella in the 31st century who is trying to make a go of it as a member of the colony guard on the colony of Therese. And he's kind of like, I would say he's kind of got that small town cop kind of vibe going. But that vibe totally gets destroyed when right at the get-go of issue 1, Therese is invaded by space pirates from the ship known as Hazard. And they're looking for a special piece of data. And this data is going to lead to a treasure everybody's got their eyes on. We're talking pirates, bounty hunters, governments, corporations, criminal organizations, assassins, you name it, everybody wants it. So, without giving too much of issue number 1 away, our boy Cyrus is kidnapped by these pirates. And so issue 2 picks up with Cyrus getting a first-hand look at the underworld of the 31st century. And his very rigid black and white sense of morality is going to be directly challenged because, let's just say, the heroes aren't exactly squeaky clean. And the villains aren't what I would call pure evil. So, yeah, we're dealing with some of the wonderful moral ambiguities of life in an epic, action-packed 2-parter, right? Yeah. I mean, yeah, this is a bloody, bloody book. If you have got small kids, I do not recommend Outlaw Nights for them because, yeah, they're not going to be ready for it.
What's your age group for the book? 13, 14 and up? PG-13?
Oh, I would say 16 and up.
Oh, okay.
If I'm being generous. Because, you know, I mean, it depends on how bad of a parent you are, really. I mean, you know, if you want to let a 5-year-old look at gore and lots of strong cursing, I mean, I can't stop you. But, you know, I'm just letting you know.
There you go. Now, what kind of show is this? Is this a PG-13 show, or is this not a full R-rated kind of show? But
you talking about Black Sails?
No. Your show here is this. We drop a couple of F-bombs from time to time.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, okay. If have you ever met Stimulated Cynic?
No.
Well, he comes on this show a lot, and so yeah, this show would probably be banned. You know, the show would probably be banned in certain countries. You know.
Gotcha. It's
so
like this show.
So Texas Mofo brings up Black Sails. I have heard of Black Sails. I have never seen it. I've wanted to
Like
watch
the
it.
TV show.
Yes, I've
I
wanted
thought
to
he was
watch
talking
it.
about. I thought he was talking about Black Friday sales,
Oh no.
or like
That's
buying blacks,
that's rated R.
right?
But
Oh, my mind's in the gutter.
I mean, you're at the right place for it. But I have not seen Black Sails. I have been tempted to watch it. Like, I want to watch it, but I'm nervous because it's like most of the pirate stuff is very hit and miss for me. And that
What
was
do you mean?
ultimate.
If it's not like Pirates of the Caribbean, I don't want to watch it.
Kind of, yeah.
That's a joke. I'm kidding.
No, it's true though for me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, I'm very particular with pirate media. I know, like, growing up, like, I've brought this up every time I've advertised for Outlaw Nights, but growing up, I always loved the concept of space pirates, but I never felt like they were done right. It
Until
always
you watch Serenity and Firefly, right?
I didn't see Serenity. I did see the first episode of Firefly, and I got pissed off because I was already thinking of Outlaw Nights at the time, and I had to
Yeah.
change some things in Outlaw Nights because of what they had on Serenity.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah, and it annoyed the hell out of me.
Like, they beat me to it. Dang it.
I know, I hate it. Like, that's happened to me several times in my life, and it pisses me off every time. Because I have to start over, and I'm tired of that.
Right.
I don't want to start over. Black Sails is pretty
Right
good.
on.
Has the most famous pirates in it. Let me guess. Like, right off the bat, they had to have had Anne Bonny and who was the other girl?
Oh, those women pirates that are now getting recognized for being pirates.
Yeah, they're mentioned every time pirates are mentioned now.
Yeah. And who cares? I don't.
But oh, did you know that there were 2 women pirates? Yes. I've heard the story a million fucking times.
Yeah. And I still don't care. I still don't care.
Well, it's like they weren't. I wouldn't say that they weren't really super big in terms of, like, I think one of them was married, and she and her husband were kind of co-captains of a pirate ship.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And the other one, the one whose name is slipping my mind right now, she, like, I don't think she really did anything famous. She was just kind of a crew member and was good at disguising herself as a boy.
As a man, yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing something about the one who's married.
Yeah,
some pirate show.
I
Yeah.
think that
Wait
was
a-
Anne Bonny. I think. I don't know.
Well, you don't know because it doesn't matter. Who cares?
Well, there were a lot of really awesome pirates, and none of them were women, so.
Right. Oh man.
I love cliffhanger endings. Cliffhanger endings are what it's all about. Oh lordy, I have to ask Grok. I don't want to talk to Grok. Lordy.
But wait, we would have to care first, Texas Mofo. So why would we do that?
Oh no, he's talking about Black Sails. He's not talking
Oh, Black
about.
Sails. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the chicks? Yeah.
Good lord.
Now, if they were constantly like in bikinis, I mean, sure, I might care then.
Now that's just sexist, sir.
Yeah. Get up on that flagpole. Drop
Check-
the sails. Drop
Check
the
your
sails.
privilege, sir.
Oh yeah. I don't have any privileges. I'm part Mexican. You don't have any. They might
Well,
call ice on me while on stream.
they'll update the list at some point.
Yeah.
It's not about.
Don't call ice on me. It's a joke.
It's not about.
Just bring me back to Texas. Texas mofo. Go ahead, sorry.
This is not about butt pirates, Apex. Not yet, but I mean, we can make this about butt pirates if you want.
There's always room for butt pirates at some point. Huh. Oh my god.
We always could make it about that. What is up, Apex? You gotta come on here sometime and promote Fembat.
Yeah. I'm doing some work with Apex. Apex, check your email, check your DMs, sent you that colored cover.
Oh shit.
Thing.
So what's...
Yeah, well, I'm helping design some cover logo stuff for him, and one of his little add-on comics that he's doing with Fembat called Enforcer Inc.
Oh damn.
So, yeah. And he had an idea of like making it look like an old Marvel's Treasury edition. So I did all the logo work and the setup for that file.
Nice. So, are you allowed to talk about it at all, or is it still like?
Yeah. I don't think there's any. Yeah. There's no. There's no NDA, right? Right, Apex. He's like, don't get shit, Homer.
Well, he's getting ready to sue you. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's over. It's over, Apex. Cease and desist, Omer. Cease and desist. Quit
so, like,
giving me free artwork and drawing cool shit for me.
So, is this like a team or like?
Yeah, it's one of his teams. I don't know a whole lot about it. He's just like, hey, can you help me with this? Blah blah blah. This is Enforcer Inc. They're a team that's assembled like on the West Coast. It's kind of like a West Coast Avengers thing.
Oh,
excuse me. And he's just telling a fun little romp tale, I guess, of their adventures out there. Like, I don't know a whole lot about the story, but I'm assuming it's very West Coast Avengers. The reference piece was literally a 80s West Coast Avengers cover that was referenced. As a matter of fact, I can bring it up if you want me to share at some point when you're ready. No rush, because you got your campaign up, and I ain't trying to step on your toes, sir. You're driving my nuts.
I mean, I just bring up the campaign, early on until some folks start filtering in, And I figured, it's appropriate because
I'm sure it gets annoying.
Huh?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, it's appropriate. I was gonna say that a bit. You're having a pirate talk, and all the pirate talk gets annoying when everybody starts talking like a pirate.
Well, I find it offensive as a pirate myself. It's just one of those stereotypes that we just can't seem to shake.
I want to be a rapping pirate. I want to rap like Eminem.
No.
Oh my god.
What is up, Derek?
What's going on, Derek? That guy's a good artist, man. If we could get him to stop draw that fantasy crap and get to comics, it'd be fantastic.
I'm actually working on a fantasy story with one of my best friends. And I've been talking about it forever, but I've been keeping it hush hush. Mm-hmm. But You
actually have a best friend? Like someone likes you that much?
Yeah. I know.
I thought
it's shocking.
I thought pirates were highly independent.
Look, pirates need crews. Okay, there's always a first mate.
Right. Oh, I see. So pirates get love too. I get it. You're my mate.
Well, let's be honest. Like, they're out at sea for like months at a time. I'm sure there was some prison
Where's this
sexual
going?
frustration.
We're getting
Like-
to the butt pirates. Damn it.
I'm sure it happened. Come on. Like, we're all adults here. We know.
That's when you pull up the wenches from below deck that are chained up to the upper decks.
It's bad luck to have a woman on a ship.
Oh, dear. Yeah, well, we know why. All the butt pirating.
I'm pretty sure that other female pirate who's what the fuck was her name? I'm looking it up right now. I know of 3 female pirates, one of whom was actually pretty badass, who I've got a page pulled up for her, but the other ones, I know Anne Bonny and hang on. I'm sure it'll be one of the first search results. Female pirates.
Gina Davis.
Where is Gina Davis? She was hot.
Yeah, I loved her in that movie with Sam Jackson. Man, that was a badass movie. I can't the Midnight Hour or something. Yeah.
Mary Reed. Mary Reed, that was her. And she was with Calico Jack Rackham. And I believe, she dressed up like a boy. And according to this, she joined the military and moved to the West Indies.
Man, I looked up famous female pirates, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then they go into all these Chinese ones that were female pirates.
Well, again, Apex. Most of the time, the ladies were in disguise as boys. And I believe Mary Reed was the one who would, when she had her period, she had to, hide it, by, pretending she was shitting in a barrel or something like that.
The Long Good Night, yes. Texas, that's right. Yes, so I guess that's where you got the butt stuff from, huh? The butt pirating with those fake boys.
Oh yeah, well I mean, again, it's like prison. Like you gotta let it out somehow. Oh my god! What do you think?
You can't let it out at port. You'll get the scabies. The syphilis.
Well, I would say yes, the sharks probably gave her away because, in a way, sharks are like the bears of the sea. You know? They're attracted to it. You know where I was going with
bloody butt stuff. The sharks are attracted to bloody butt stuff.
I believe that pirates would totally be into rap. If it was
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. They're funded by the CIA, absolutely, 100%. Let's get that opium to the new Americas.
Well, fun fact. Pirates basically, a lot of the times, you know, in their raiding, they would end up raiding slave ships. And most of the time, these pirate ships, like when they would raid the slave ships, they would end up recruiting a lot of the slaves to join their crew.
Right.
And then the rest of them, I know like Blackbeard did that a lot. Blackbeard, he raided slave ships. His ship, the Queen Anne's Revenge, was a slave frigate that he stole. And yeah, he ended up getting a bunch of them to join. And then I think he dumped the rest off on an island somewhere. So, you know,
To die a miserable death.
I mean, it was kind of a good deed. Sort of.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I can't take them all the way back to Africa around the Horn.
Cutthroat Island. I remember hearing about that movie, but I never really. I don't know. I never got
Did you
into.
watch the wrong one called Butt Boy Island?
No, sadly.
Did you hear about Boy Island? That's a crazy book that
Oh my
what's his
god!
name's putting out.
It's all about Liam Gray.
Liam Gray. Oh my goodness.
So let's see what
let's
we
look at
have
it.
here. Enforcer Inc.
Yeah, that's Apex's. I did all the logo stuff, but it's Apex's art cover.
Nice. There's a Tiger Man. And I
Tiger Man.
Why wasn't that ever a hero? Who's working on Tiger Man?
Yeah, I think Marvel has one, don't they? Or they have Tigress. DC has a Tigress. They usually make them a chick. They never make a Tiger Man. But so I guess Apex has got Tiger Man.
The Khajiit were the coolest part of Elder Scrolls. Am I the only one who gets that reference?
Yeah. I don't know anything about Elder Scrolls. I know it's elves, right?
God's
Elves.
sake.
I'm not that big of a nerd.
Well, shame on you.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
A horrible shame.
If I was your father, I would beat you.
No, my father was like, go find women. he did a good job. Like,
I ended up finding
fantasy?
women later in my life. I spent the early days nerding out and looking.
We were kind of poor and Hispanic Latin family, so we barely had television, much less accoutrements of expendable income.
Well, that's probably healthy because if I had been raised that way,
outside. We have to go play outside and jump on trees and shit, dig holes.
so yeah, like healthy, normal child activities.
Yeah.
If I had been raised that way, I might not be as insane as I am today. Yeah,
real quick on Outlaw Nights, Cyrus is the ginger guy, right? He's your main guy, Cyrus?
Yeah. He was supposed to have brown hair, but my colorists, for whatever reason, always just pictured him with red hair.
Okay. Yeah, I can see it's kind of brown in some, and it's kind of a little more red in other pages. Yeah. Or at least shots. Here.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand why, but I just kind of went with it. So
cool.
It's brownish red.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is Mary Reed. As you can see, she was quite a looker.
Not a hooker, a looker.
She looks like a lesbian PE coach.
Oh my god.
What's up with the hand axe?
Maybe she was very dykish in the waters of the dikes.
So the hand axe, I'm guessing that the hand axe was used to, chop the balls off of men who had the audacity to be masculine.
Oh my goodness.
Just a safe bet right there. Wait a minute. Yes, Derek gets it. The Khajiit are cool. May your travels lead you to warm sands.
Are those tiger men?
They're cat people.
Oh, cat people.
Yeah,
So,
they're like
tigers fall into that realm.
Yes, but they were like they could have traits of like all the different types of like big cats or little cats.
Like Thundercats. I get it. Thunder.
And
Thundercats.
And the way their culture is designed in the story, I think they're very Middle Eastern.
Oh.
So that's why I always enjoyed that little saying every time you left one in Skyrim. May your travels lead you to warm sands.
Skyrim. Oh, I always wanted to play that game. Never was able to.
It's never too late, Omer.
Oh yeah. There's possibilities. I am a grown adult. I can maintain my own entertainment when I'm not slaving away at the drawing board. I've got to draw these things for my pirateness.
Atlas Comics had Tiger Man during the 1970s, lasted 4 issues. Mine is Tanar, the Tiger Man from Enforcer Inc., created in 1974. So these are published characters that you're doing. Holy shit. Good lord. Yes, artists were shite back then, but yeah. I'm assuming somebody here has probably played Assassin's Creed 4.
I have not. But Assassin's Creed is a cool game series. Yeah.
For fuck's sake. So,
how do you have time to play so many video games, man?
I'm a nerd.
Don't you have a wife and kids and
I do not.
Oh,
I have a job. I do not have a wife and kids. I have been a philanderer, but I have been recently, I'm talking steadily with a young lady, and I'm hoping that there's a future there.
Is she of the pirate variety?
No, but she is Latina, so
Oh, a big booty Latina. I see.
Correct, because pirates love booty.
Booty. The bounty of the booty.
But yeah, I remember in Assassin's Creed 4, Mary Reed was this little butch girl who pretends to be a boy named I forgot. Stu. I think he claimed he was the bastard. She claimed she was the bastard son of Captain Kidd. And then, like, I think midway through the game, she reveals that she's actually a girl. And everybody's like, "What the hell?"
Ew, gross. She's a girl.
Well, I would assume she was on Black Sails. I mean, again, anytime pirates are mentioned by anybody, Anne Bonny and Mary Reed are always mentioned.
Were they even around at the same time? Were they in the same? Because like it could span hundreds of years, you know.
I think they were.
Let's see, Mary Read. Oh, she's her 18th century, and Bonnie 1699, 98. So there's like, what, 100 years in between the two?
Well, damn.
Oh, no. Mary Read, 1685, she was born, and then Anne Bonny, yeah, she was born in 1698. I guess it could have been, 10 years apart.
There you go. They could scissor.
Right? Yep.
It's never too late.
Daughter relationship. Yep.
What about Galaxy Quest? What's wrong with Galaxy Quest?
Oh, there's another Anne Bonny. I guess there's two of them. One was in 1719. Sailed in the... She left her husband in 1719 and sailed with her... What does it say here? She's the one from Ireland.
Okay.
And then the other one is from... maybe it is the same one. Sorry, there's two entries. I'm getting them mixed up, but they're the same one.
You're killing me here, Omer. You're killing me.
Yeah. Ooh, there's an entry for both Mary Read and Anne Bonny. I wonder if they were together.
I could have sworn they met up at least once.
Yeah, it looks like they did, yeah.
As we all know, though, the most famous pirate was Blackbeard, Edward Teach. This dude was a quintessential badass. So essentially, this guy had a bandolier he always wore around him that had 6 pistols. Dude had, as his name implies, he had a huge beard that he would braid a lot on his off time. When he was on the clock, he did not have braids. But and his big
excuse me.
He had this means of trying to scare the crap out of his victims where he would light slow burning fuses and he would place them in his hat and in his beard so that ships from far away seeing him wouldn't be able to make him out, but they'd see smoke surrounding this guy, and sailors being superstitious as hell assumed that a demon was coming for them.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And so he so let's see, little is known about his early life, but he may have been a sailor on privateer ships during Queen Anne's War before he settled on the Bahamian island of New Providence, a base for Captain Benjamin Hornigold. I know that's another famous pirate. And whose crew Cheech joined around 1716 and placed him in command of a sloop. All right, let's see. Yeah, Stede Bonnet, that guy. I swear, they call Stede Bonnet the gentleman pirate because this guy was a businessman who, like most pirates, basically stole their ships. Like, this guy had his ship custom built. He commissioned it. And he paid his pirates a salary. He didn't just... like most pirate crews, the idea was, okay, we're going to go out raiding, and then everybody gets an equal share in the loot. This guy flat out paid everybody a salary. So.
And the booty was all his.
And I know Stede Bonnet. I know he was in Assassin's Creed 4, and they made him out to be kind of a pussy.
Well,
You talking about? Oh, you talking about Blackbeard? Because I'm pretty sure I know. Like, Blackbeard was hunted down by a pirate hunter. When the guy finally caught up to him, I believe they ended up having a sword duel. Blackbeard was killed, and this dude cut off his head and put it on the front of his ship and sailed it back to, I believe, North Carolina.
And that was the end of the mighty Blackbeard. God rest his soul.
And I know that there was like a legend, because like Blackbeard's crew believed that Blackbeard was in league with the devil, because of how secretive he was, and because of all the way he was with the frickin' fuses and all that. And a bunch of his crew members reported that every once in a moon they would be visited by a mysterious that they kind of picked up from the sea that would only talk to Blackbeard, and they assumed that that was Satan.
Holy cow, wow. It wasn't the lady love of his life, was it? Her. SpongeBob. Pirates of the Sea.
You're lucky Blackbeard is dead. He would shoot you for that.
He would be friends with the pirate of the SpongeBob under the sea. That would be his best mate.
You're just trying to offend everyone here.
I didn't know this was going to be a show about pirates.
Yes, you did.
What
you knew everything.
Go back Outlaw Nights, folks. Arr, it's about space pirates.
That's a good way to save yourself.
The high seas of the spaceness.
Yes.
They're looking for important technical booty.
Yes. And as I mentioned earlier, Teach captured a French slave ship known as La Concorde and renamed her Queen Anne's Revenge. Equipped her with 40 guns, crewed her with over 300 men. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, that's freaking awesome. That sounds awesome.
He crewed her with 300 men, just as many as Bonnie Blue. Come on, nothing. That was a good one.
Who's Bonnie Blue?
Yeah, never mind. You don't need to hear about that.
Well, I'll share an interesting. I've been on several pirate ships, and in 2015, I went to San Diego Comic-Con, and they had just released Assassin's Creed 4, the one you're talking about. And Todd McFarlane had did some. You know who Todd McFarlane is, right? The Spawn creator.
Yep.
He had done like some promo art for the game, and in order to get his autograph and you had to go on a pirate ship that had docked out back behind the San Diego Comic-Con convention, and I got to go on the ship, and there was for the Assassin's Creed, and then I got my 2 Todd McFarlane autographs, and all the babes there were fantastic. They had awesome pirate wenches on there. It was great.
As it should be.
As it should be, yes.
I know in Assassin's Creed 4 they made Anne Bonny very hot.
As opposed to how she actually looked?
I'm sure she was.
Or was she attractive?
I highly doubt she was. Just because, like, I mean...
Had to look like a man, yeah.
Well, that and, like, I mean, being out at sea all that time in the 1700s,
yeah.
I can't
They didn't have sunblock back then, folks. No sunblock.
I was thinking more like they probably, no way to like shave their legs or,
Oh yeah, yeah, or their mustaches. Yeah.
probably stank to high heaven.
Oh my God! It smells like a bloody bloodbath.
Jesus, Homer.
In the 1800s, I wonder if they had sanitary napkins for their hoo-has,
No,
or they
I'm
just
sure
had
they
to
didn't.
wash their undies all the time.
Well, I know, like way back when, like a lot of, like whenever a woman had her time of the month, they like people would like put her out, like she had to like stay in an outhouse or something. I don't know, or a shack.
Well, right. Did they have like sponges? I think women would use sponges of some kind. Yeah.
That would
During
make sense.
their time. Yeah. And I think that's been around a long, long time. Like, yeah. Anyways.
Was the sun less damaging back then?
It was maybe we didn't have cars and all this CO2 being thrown in the atmosphere, maybe. But they had the gunpowder.
And of course, as I previously stated, he was reported to have tied lit fuses under his hat to frighten his enemies, and formed an alliance of pirates and blockaded the port of Charlestown, South Carolina, ransoming the port's inhabitants. He then ran Queen Anne's Revenge aground on a sandbar near Beaufort, North Carolina, parted company with Stede Bonnet, and settled in Bath, North Carolina, also known as Bathtown, where he accepted a royal pardon. But then he was soon back at sea. Yeah, that was it. It was the governor of Virginia sent a bunch of soldiers to capture him. And then Teach and several of his crew were killed by a small force of sailors led by Lieutenant Robert Maynard.
Ooh. Cousin of James Maynard of Tool. Ah, good band.
Tool was around back then.
They were on the high seas.
Are you sure that they didn't have any Axe body spray, Texas?
Yes, there was rosemary and wine. Yes, fragrance, yes.
So let's see. I remembered reading somewhere that when Blackbeard died, I could have sworn I read somewhere that he had like a wife who was like 14.
Oh, he had several. Depends which island he was on.
Let's see. Blockade. And I know that he did something involving some vaccines.
Oh yeah, I think I remember hearing about some of that. Yeah. Taken out to Haiti or something. Or is that right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Let's see. Okay. Last battle. Damn you, villains, who are you, and whence came you? The lieutenant made him answer, You may see by our colors we are no pirates. Blackbeard bid him send his boat on board, that he might see who he was. But Mr. Maynard replied thus, I cannot spare my boat, but I will come aboard of you as soon as I can, with my sloop. Upon this, Blackbeard took a glass of liquor and drank to him with these words, Damnation seize my soul if I give you quarters, or take any from you. In answer to which Mr. Maynard told him that he expected no quarters from him, nor should he give him any. That was a long way of saying, go fuck yourself.
He's so cordial.
Even back then, when people were insulting each other and getting ready to kill each other, they were still very polite.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
So Maynard and Teach fired their flintlocks at each other. Maynard managed to hit Teach while Teach missed. Both threw their flintlocks away and drew their cutlasses. Teach broke Maynard's cutlass at the hilt. Against superior training and a slight advantage in numbers, the pirates were pushed back towards the bow, allowing the Jane's crew to surround Maynard and Teach, who was by then completely isolated. Teach pressed onward and was about to deliver a killing blow, but was slashed across the neck by one of Maynard's men. This redirected Teach's cutlass to strike Maynard's knuckles instead of killing him. Badly wounded, Teach was then attacked and killed by several more of Maynard's crew. The remaining pirates quickly surrendered. Those left on the adventure were captured by the Ranger's crew, including one who planned to set fire to the powder room and blow up the ship. Varying accounts exist of the battle's list of casualties. Maynard reported that 8 of his men and 12 pirates were killed. Brand reported that 10 pirates and 11 of Maynard's men were killed, blah, blah, blah. Maynard later examined Teach's body, noting that it had been shot 5 times and cut about 20.
Wow.
He also found several items of correspondence, including a letter from Tobias Knight. I have no idea who that is. And his corpse was thrown into the inlet, and his head was suspended from the bowsprit of Maynard's sloop so that the reward could be collected. And I know, like, there was a legend that, I think the legend, several of Blackbeard's crew said that, like, after his body was thrown in the water, that it ended up swimming around the boat like 3 times before finally sinking.
Wow. That's fascinating.
Well, you know, they thought he was a demon.
It was Cthulhu himself.
Well, I know he was a clever sumbitch. He was kind of like the Batman of pirates. You know, he was all about using fear.
They will know my name, and my name will be synonymous with pirates and fear. Yarr. My crossbones.
But this pirate was pretty freaking impressive. This is a female pirate, a Chinese female pirate. Zhang.
Yeah, I've heard of one that she was fierce. As she wouldn't mess with you don't mess with her because she was
Yeah, this was Zhang Yi Sao, also known as Shi Yang, Shi Zhanggu, Shek Yung, and Qing Si. Chang Shi, and the Legend of the Ten Rings, was a Chinese pirate leader active in South China Sea from 1801 to 1810. Yeah, I remember this chick. I believe she led she led a lot of people.
And she had multiple ships, didn't she?
Let's see.
She's the one that came out in that show, that Japanese Chinese show. Oh man, what was it called? Shogun. Isn't she the one in Shogun? She appeared in Shogun.
Probably. I started to watch Shogun and then I stopped.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right. So let us see right here. So after the death of her husband in 1807, she took control of his pirate confederation with the support of Zhang Yi's adopted son, Zhang Bao. She later entered into a relationship with Zhang Bao and eventually married him. Nothing dysfunctional about that. While still under Zhang Yi's command in 1805, the fleet consisted of approximately 400 junks between 40,000 and 60,000 pirates. Her ships engaged in conflict with several major powers, including the East India Company, the Portuguese Empire, and the Great King. In 1810, Zhang Yi Sao negotiated a surrender to the Qing authorities that allowed her and Zhang Bao to retain 24 ships and over 1,400 pirates and to avoid prosecution. She died in 1844 at the age of about 68, having lived a relatively peaceful and prosperous life after her career in piracy. And she was described as history's most successful female pirate and among the most successful pirates of them all. Ladies, get it done. So let's see. She was Zhang Yi's cousin, Zhang Qi. Boy, really, not a lot of variation with these names. Was captured and executed by Nguyen forces in the town of Jiangping on the border of Vietnam and China, near what is now Dongjing. On July 20th, 1802, Nguyen An entered the city of Thang Long, ending the Taesong dynasty. This is too many weird names. Come on, y'all. I can't keep up with all that. What are you doing?
Yeah, just keep it real simple, like Charlie.
Exactly.
Right.
Let's see. Following a period of infighting among pirates near Guangdong, Zhang Yi, with the support of Zhang Yi Sao, united the pirates into a confederation through an agreement signed on July 1805. Each pirate leader agreed to sacrifice some of his autonomy for the greater good. The confederation consisted of 6 fleets, distinguished the color of their flags: red, black, blue, white, yellow, and purple. Zhang Yi commanded the largest, the 200-ship Red Flag fleet.
Yep, that's the one that came up on Japan and Shogun. They're like, who are they? They're like, we're the Chinese pirates.
I could have sworn that I read, like in a different thing, I could have sworn that I read that she had kind of like, it was either her or another pirate that had like control of like almost like a huge chunk of like southern China.
Yeah, that's probably her, yeah. And she had the world's largest like control of sea navy vessels or whatever, bigger than any empire.
Yep.
At that time. Yeah.
And I believe she ruled with an iron fist. It was like any crime was punishable by beheading.
Yeah.
She was the Queen of Hearts for China. That was an Alice in Wonderland reference.
Yes.
I would hope everybody would get that, but you know. I can't tell anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to be reacting to you or bounce because I'm drawing, so sorry.
Well, you just do that.
Lordy, Outlaw Nights. Outlaw Nights.
Zheng Yi Sao. Oh, I mean, you're doing better than I could, so I mean. Zhang Yi Sao eventually effectively inherited her deceased husband's informal command over the entire pirate confederation, while Zhang Bao became the official commander of the Red Flag fleet. According to a report, a government official who led the negotiations with Zhang Yi Sao and Zhang Bao with the viceroy of Liangguang, Bai Ling. Later in 1810, Zhang Bao obeyed Zhang Yi Sao's orders and consulted her on all things before acting. After taking control of the Confederation, they entered into a sexual relationship.
Everything as it should be.
Zhang Bao got inside that Yi Sao.
Oh yeah.
Like, look at their names are only like one letter apart in their family names. Zheng and Zhang.
Yeah.
Yin and Yang, right there. It is speculated that they were already intimate before the death of her husband. Ooh, good
On
lord!
the pirate ships. You
Not
never
a
know
lot.
what happens when you're lonely at night in the high seas.
It just goes to show you, not a lot's changed in all this
Yeah.
in all this time. So yeah, let's see. When she took power, the Pirate Confederation became significantly more active. And in September, Zhang Bao first lured, then ambushed Lin Guoliang, brigade general of Human, and destroyed his fleet of 35 ships near Mazao Island, located east of what is now Baoan district, Shenzhen. Jesus, I can't keep up.
You better stop trying to read that Chinese. You're gonna get on the FBI's watch list.
It's freaking Wikipedia
Chinese
over
one.
here. Every other freaking thing has to be a new Chinese name.
Yeah.
Can't just tell the damn story. A month later in October, Zhang Bao defeated Lieutenant Colonel Lin Fa. Finally. Near present day Wei Yuan Island, east of Human Tower. I almost want to say human.
Human, yeah, that's what I keep hearing every time you say it. But
these two engagements reduced the Chinese provincial fleet by half and cleared the way for the pirates to enter the Pearl River. 1809 was an eventful year for the Pirate Confederation. In March, Provincial Commander Sun Quan Mu, with around 100 ships under his command, engaged a small group of pirates near Dawanshan Island, and the pirates called her for aid. Before the battle, Zhang Yisao took command of the Red Flag Fleet and the White Flag Fleet and ordered Zhang Bao to engage from the front with around 10 ships. Zhang Bao's lieutenants, I'm not pronouncing those, were to outflank Sun from the sides, and Liang Bao, leader of the White Flag Fleet, was to cut Sun off from the rear. From the rear, you say? During the battle, Zhang Yisao charged in with the bulk of the Red and White Flag fleets, which routed Sun. On July 21st, the Qing Navy dealt a major blow to the Pirate Confederation by killing Liang Bao and destroying his White Flag Fleet at an engagement near what is now Jinwan District, Zhuhai, at the cost of losing Brigade General Zhu Tingue. That's exactly how it's pronounced. And 25 ships to Zhang Bao. Liang's death and the destruction of the White Flag Fleet did not deter Zhang Yisao. In August 1809, she ordered a massive raid. Zhang Bao would raid around Dongguan with the Red Flag Fleet. I can't pronounce that. That guy would raid around Shundi with the Black Flag Fleet, and Zhang Yisao would lead the raid around Qinhui with her personal fleet. That guy worked his way through the numerous waterways along the Pearl River for 6 weeks on a bloody raiding campaign, which ultimately caused the deaths of approximately 10,000 people.
Wow. Holy cow.
In early September, Zhang Bao completely destroyed a large town not far from Humen and killed 2,000 inhabitants. Numerous villages, settlements, and towns fell victim to the rampaging pirates. On September 27th, Zheng Yisao personally took command of 500 ships and anchored near Tanzhou. On the 29th, Zheng Yisao ordered Zhang Bao to raid the town of Shating, further upriver, where he captured around 400 civilians. On October 2nd, oh god, that's bad. Zheng Yisao ordered that guy to anchor around Jigongshi, presumably near, oh fuck,
Human.
Sangzhonghui.
Near Human.
Modern day Sanhongqi. Honky, I do not
Honky,
appreciate
yeah.
that.
Yep.
Haven't, my people have suffered from that word for too long.
Honky town. Honky, honky. Honky town.
Lord. By late October, the provincial fleet was back to strength and ready for action under the command of Sun Quan Mu. However, they were defeated again by Zhang Bao on the evening of October 21st near the town of Shawan. I am not going to read all of this. Surrendering to the king authorities. Okay. So she was granted amnesty. Okay, Zhang Yisao surrendered with 24 ships and 1,433 pirates under her personal command. Zhang Bao was awarded the... oh, wait. Okay. So, oh yeah. Zhang Bao betrayed her? Wait a minute. Let me see.
That sounds like something that guy would do because of the money. Yeah. Those Chinese are very...
Oh, the Portuguese and the British got involved.
That's the operating procedure of the CCP, isn't it?
We're not allowed to say that. We're not allowed to insult our glorious leader.
Our glorious leader. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh god.
Yes, our glorious leader. Good old, what's his face? Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh, yeah. I just saw that earlier today. The Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping?
Yes. Why isn't his name in here?
Yeah. It's a lot easier to pronounce. Xi Jinping.
Okay, so... okay. Guangdong was so desperate to end the scourge of piracy that they were ready to legitimize their power in exchange for their retirement. Oh, okay, wait. Early 1810, the pirates began to realize that they were in such a position of power that they could negotiate to surrender to the Guangdong government without punishment or reparations being imposed on them. Okay. So they basically opted out voluntarily. However, there's a conflict here. Like, there's some people who think they did, and then others believe that they were kind of backed into a corner and had to. Yeah, the Portuguese and the
Fuseboxx on Cyrus here. Does he have two gloves, or because there's one image where he's only got one glove? Is there a costuming issue, or does he have two gloves on both hands?
I believe. Let me double check.
Okay.
Shit. I should know
Try
this.
it. Didn't mean to disrupt your flow.
I should know this. I'm supposed to. Who's Cyrus? Okay, so he's got 2 gloves in issue 2.
Okay. Cool.
I'm guessing, yeah, I think the 1 glove was just for this poster.
Okay. Gotcha.
But yeah, let's see. Okay, the Portuguese and the British officially joined in the fray on September 15th, 1809. The British ship Mercury agreed to join 80 provincial warships in patrolling the inner passage of the Pearl River. On November 23rd, the Portuguese signed an agreement with the Bailing that called for 6 Portuguese ships to join the Chinese provincial fleet on patrol between Humen and Macau for 6 months. Bailing's policy of militia training and embargoes enjoyed reasonable success in cutting off the pirates' supply lines. It was all these reasons combined, plus the organizational limit of the Pirate Confederation, which was held together by a few charismatic leaders such as Zhang Yisao, Zhang Bao, and Guo Pudai. Just say Winnie the Pooh. Like it's. Come on. Why are we using code names? That led Zhang Yisao to consider surrendering to the authorities in early 1810. Okay. So basically, yeah. Yeah. On April 17th, Zhang Yisao personally led a delegation of 17 women and children to the Yamen at Guangzhou and negotiated with Bailing, where he yielded to her demands. On April 20th, 1810, Zhang Yisao and Zhang Bao officially surrendered to Bailing near Furongsha, near what is now Guzaiwan, with 17,318 pirates, 226 ships, 1,315 cannons, and 2,798 assorted weapons. Why the hell didn't she just take over China?
Take over the government, yeah. Jeez, that's... Wow.
I guess... I mean, they really wanted to retire.
Yeah. And give everything over to their government, right? I guess, right?
I mean, that's a happy ending for a pirate.
Yeah. Yeah,
like
and they didn't get killed, yeah.
It's like, hey, we're just going to retire to our lake house and chill with all of our money.
Yep.
Oh wow, Zhang Bao was awarded the rank of lieutenant and was allowed to retain a private fleet of 20 to 30 ships.
Wow. Wowzers.
Zhang Yisao was also given permission to officially marry Zhang Bao. Zhang Yisao.
Oh, that's why they ultimately did it.
Well, they got married eventually. Zhang Yisao and her crews were pardoned, and the men received pork, wine, and money. That's very specific. Like it'd be one thing to be like food and money. It's pork, wine, and money. Those specifically.
Yeah.
And along with the amnesty she was granted, Zhang Yisao was also given land in Canton, where she owned and operated a very successful gambling house.
Wow. Wowzers.
Well, shit. This is like, my God.
It's like a Disney
She had
story.
a happy ending.
She became her own princess. Yeah. And apparently gave many happy endings too along the way.
She's the founder of Harrah's Casino.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I'm kidding. Oh, wow. In 2024, VR game The Pirate Queen featured the player taking the role of Cheng Shi in a VR experience on a ship and features Lucy Liu doing voice acting in the game.
Wow. That's cool.
Let's see. They're saying all this, but I could have sworn that Mistress Ching from... Oh, yeah. Here we go. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End featured a character played by Takayo Fisher named Mistress Ching that is loosely based on Zhang Yisao. So yes, the ugly old Chinese lady from the third Pirates movie is based on her. So there you go. That was one of the most...
A little something new every day.
Fun,
you say that was the most depressing what?
That was Zhang Yisao. And then there was one other fella I was looking... Why? I had the page pulled up. Where is it? Why can't I share this page? It's not popping up on the list. Oh, wait, here we go. This fella Ratchir. You probably recognize this name. Sir Henry Morgan.
Henry Morgan.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the namesake for Captain Morgan Rum.
Captain Morgan.
And yeah, he was a Welsh buccaneer. I believe he was a privateer. And this guy was pretty damn successful. Let's see. Yeah, most famous of the adventurers who plundered Spain's Caribbean colonies during the late 17th century. Operating with the unofficial support of the English government, he undermined Spanish authority in the West Indies.
Pretty dope.
He was probably a member of the expedition that in 1655 seized Jamaica from the Spanish and converted it into an English colony. He may have participated in an expedition against Cuba in 1662, and during the Second Anglo-Dutch War, he was second in command of the Buccaneers operating against Dutch colonies in the Caribbean. And let's see. Selected commander of the Buccaneers in 1668, Morgan quickly captured Puerto Principe, now Camagüey, Cuba, and in an extraordinarily daring move, stormed and sacked the well-fortified city of Portobello on the Isthmus of Panama. I believe there was one... I don't know if that was the one where... I remembered reading about him and how he had this maneuver he pulled on a Spanish fort where, you know, it was heavily defended. So what they did was they had a fleet of fake ships set up. Like they had ships that had a bunch of like wooden mannequins in them that were from far away looked like people. And they lined these ships with gunpowder. And so the soldiers in the fort all sailed out towards the dummy ships. And then when they got close enough, they ignited the gunpowder and blew them to high hell. And then from the landward side, Morgan and his crew ended up attacking and taking the fort. It was clever as shit. And I remembered, which is why you could probably surmise that, you know, he was the perfect guy to name Captain Morgan Rum out after, because this guy got so much wealth from raiding, but he blew it all on booze and women.
That's
So
awesome. My kind of guy. Yeah.
Basically, he was me. I mean, so yeah, let's see. Isthmus Large entered the city, which burned to the ground while his men were looting it. On the return journey, he deserted his followers and absconded with most of the booty. Because of Morgan's raid on Panama had taken place after the conclusion of peace between England and Spain, he was arrested and transported to London, April 1672. Nevertheless, relations with Spain quickly deteriorated, and in 1674, King Charles II knighted Morgan and sent him out again as deputy governor of Jamaica, where he lived as a wealthy and respected planter until his death.
Wow.
An exaggerated account of Morgan's exploits written by one of his crew created his popular reputation as a bloodthirsty pirate. Well, that wasn't as much fun as the book I read. Good Lord. Appleton is the oldest distillery in Jamaica since 1749. But see, our boy was governor in 1668, so he wasn't around for that. I can't try any Appleton estate because Henry Morgan wasn't around then. Smith and Cross is my favorite rum. Sir, I think you misspelled Captain Morgan.
Oh, shoot.
Let's see. Oh, one of my favorites. Calico Jack Rackham. Many people do not know, but Calico Jack Rackham was an inspiration to a certain actor named Johnny Depp. And that is one of the sources of the creation of the character known as Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow.
Let's see. John Rackham, hanged on November 18th, 1720, was a pirate captain, probably of English nationality, originating in the Bahamas and Jamaica during the 18th century. He was active in 1720, towards the end of the golden age of piracy, and is most remembered for having 2 female pirate crew members, Anne Bonny and Mary Read. There we go.
Oh.
They were together for Jack.
They worked together. Yep. Jack was boning both of them. Good old Jack. Can't go wrong.
Indeed. Rackham's life prior to piracy is unknown. The first biography of blah, 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 blah. According to Johnson, Rackham was a pirate from England who served under Charles Vane before becoming captain. Though Johnson's version of events has become generally accepted, there is little evidence to support it. So he could just be lying. Could have just made it up. So yeah, nobody knows jack shit about his origins. No descriptions of Rackham's clothing were given during his trial, alongside no physical description. No mention of his age or national origin. Well, what the hell? Let's see. Early life according to a general history of pirates. All details concerning Rackham's early life stem from Captain Charles Johnson's A History of Pirates, a greatly unreliable series of pirate biographies. Well, then why the hell are we referencing them? If they're unreliable, like, is this just, you just telling me lies? Well, shit. Let's
What it
see.
sounds like.
Damn, like this is a big disappointment. Despite claims from A General History, John Rackham does not appear in records prior to August 1720. He is not listed on Vincent Pierce's list of pardoned pirates, nor does any newspaper mention him by name. In all likelihood, Rackham was not even a pirate until the year 1720.
Did Johnny Depp just make him up?
Well, I mean, I'm guessing it's probably comes from A History of Pirates.
Oh, I see. Yeah, where he referenced. Yeah.
A pirate career according to A General History. Captain Charles Johnson writes, in 1719, Rackham sailed into Nassau in the Bahamas, taking advantage of a general amnesty for pirates to obtain a royal pardon and commission from Governor Woodes Rogers. Rogers had been sent to the Bahamas to address the problem of pirates in the Caribbean. That's of the Caribbean, y'all. Who had started to attack and steal British ships. In December, he captured the merchant ship Kingston. The Kingston had a rich cargo and promised to be a big score for Rackham and his crew. Unfortunately for him, the Kingston had been taken within sight of Port Royal, where outraged merchants outfitted bounty hunters to go after him. They caught up to him February 1719, while his ship and the Kingston were anchored at Isla de los Pinos off Cuba. Rackham and most of his men were on shore at the time, escaping capture by hiding in the woods, but their ship and rich trophy were taken away. In reality, In reality, the Kingston was stolen by Captain Joseph Thompson and not Jack Rackham. So those first two paragraphs, you just lied to me. Joseph Thompson did it. Y'all gave it to Rackham. Like, what the fuck, Wikipedia?
Why even write that? Why even write it?
What's the point of referencing a book if it's not even true?
Yeah.
Rackham and his men were at a town in Cuba refitting their small sloop when a Spanish warship charged with patrolling that's a typo. A Spanish warship charged while patrolling the Cuban coast A Spanish warship charged with patrolling the Cuban coast entered the harbor? The fuck? Who wrote... Editors, people. Editors. Along with a small English sloop which they had captured. The Spanish warship saw the pirates but could not get at them at low tide. So they anchored in the harbor entrance to wait for morning. That night, Rackham and his men rowed over to the captured English sloop and overpowered the Spanish guards there. As dawn broke, the warship began blasting Rackham's old ship, now empty, as Rackham and his men silently sailed past in their new prize. Well, that sounds a lot like what Jack did in the first Pirates when he and Will stole that ship and then quickly swung over to the other ship and cut the ropes. So that's where it came from, ladies and gentlemen. I know y'all were anxiously waiting for that.
Yes. Tell us more.
Rackham and his men made their way back to Nassau, where they appeared before Governor Rogers and asked for the royal pardon. Hang on. For the royal pardon, claiming that Vane had... It is. Where they appeared before Governor Rogers and asked for their royal pardon, claiming that Vane had forced them to become pirates. Rogers hated Vane and chose to believe them, granting them the pardon and allowing them to stay. Their time as honest men, however, did not last long. Oh, there you go. There's Anne Bonny. Oh, look at how amazingly handsome she is.
Oh, most definitely. That's a handsome woman.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
The burliness of her mustache is astounding.
Things get pretty desperate when you're out at sea.
Desperate.
You're willing.
You're out at sea. They can't get on there Kira Knightley, so they've got a men lead.
You just put a paper bag over her head and you just imagine.
It's a hemp sack. They don't have paper bags in 1700s, but it's a hemp sack.
Well, that needs to change.
Oh my god.
A general history claims that after taking the pardon, Rackham began an affair with a woman named Anne Bonny. Johnson claims Bonny had come to Nassau with her husband, and the two became pirates shortly sometime after. Bonny is referred to as a spinster in her trial, making this claim unlikely. What relationship Bonny had with Rackham and why they decided to become pirates is unclear. On August 22nd, 1720, the day after my birthday, Rackham, Bonny, and a crew including another woman, Mary Reed, stole the merchant sloop William, owned by merchant and former pirate John Hamm. Isn't that an actor?
Yeah, John Hamm, the actor.
They stole John Hamm's boat.
They stole John Hamm's boat because he had a big wiener. He had a big hog ham. They were jealous.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's okay then. Rackham managed to escape Nassau Harbor with ease, beginning a short pirate career. In September 1720, Bahamian Governor Woodes Rogers issued a proclamation declaring Rackham and his crew pirates, although it was not published in the American colonies until October 1720. After publication of the warrant, Rackham continued his spree, capturing numerous small... I had a long day.
You had a long day, folks. It's quite all right, sir.
You're killing me with this voice. You're killing me.
Sorry.
Rackham continued his spree, capturing numerous small fishing vessels and terrorizing fishermen along the northern Jamaican coastline. In mid-October, former privateer Jonathan Barnett and a captain named Bonadviz and what's his last name or his first name?
Oh man.
Was he like Prince?
Yeah.
Left Jamaica in 2 trading sloops. Rackham and his crew had been sailing west towards Negril. On October 22nd, Rackham's sloop was laid at anchor and fired a gun which caught the attention of Bonavid's sloop. Bonavid's...
I always thought you were going to say something else there. I was like, oh, this channel's over.
Oh, what? I can't imagine a racial slur out of that name.
Negril.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thought it was over.
I mean, if you've known Stimulated Cynic, you'd know that, I mean, he and the fellas love to drop that word a million times, so.
Nigeria. Welcome to Nigeria.
They've gotten away with it unscathed, and I have no idea how. Yeah, Rackham's sloop was laid at anchor, fired a gun, which caught the attention of Bonavid's sloop. Bonadviz reported this to Barnett, who sailed to investigate the sloop. At 10 p.m., Barnett called out to the sloop and inquired who they were. The reply was John Rackham from Cuba, and Barnett immediately ordered him to strike his colors. Barnett testified that because of it being so dark, he could not identify who, replied, "We shall strike no strike." Well, that's very uncreative.
The colors got the strike instead of him? His colors got striked?
Well, it was a very racist time back then. I mean,
what?
You know how it goes.
That's rough, yeah. Go bring them colors, I'm gonna strike them.
We shall strike no strike, and fired a swivel gun at Barnett's sloop. Barnett ordered a broadside, which destroyed the boom on Rackham's ship, and his crew called for quarter. Well, that was a short fight. That's boring. Barnett had the men put ashore at Davis's Cove near Lucia, Jamaica, where Major Richard James... Oh, wait, hang on. Oh! What is up, one gun?
Hey, what's up, man? I was going to tell you keep me in the back. I'm in the middle of a meeting.
Oh, no, what's the... Oh, shit.
Yeah, I need to be in the back. I'll be out my meeting soon, man. Just keep me in the back for a minute while I finish taking care of the business.
Lordy.
Ahoy, matey. Welcome to the Pirate Show.
It's the first time somebody's ever come on and was like, oh, wait, I need you to kick me.
I didn't mean to come on the show. I just wanted to peek in and say hello in the back room. Because I'm a butt pirate.
You know, I mean...
You ain't wrong.
You know that all the characters of Outlaw Knights would hate you for this voice?
Oh, yeah, I would have doubted it, yeah.
All of them.
Real nice.
Although Cyrus might like you because Cyrus hates pirates.
He's a good at tissue. He doesn't like the gold and the bounty or the booty.
He's an honest man. Wants to make an honest living. Barnett had the men put ashore at Davis's Cove near Lucia, Jamaica, where Major Richard James, a militia officer, placed them under arrest. Rackham and his crew were brought to Spanish Town, Jamaica in November 1720, where they were tried and convicted of piracy and sentenced to be hanged. Rackham was executed in Port Royal on November 18th. According to writer James Knight, Rackham was beheaded and his head was gibbeted on a very small quay at the main entrance of Port Royal known as Plum Point.
What's gibbeted? I've never heard that phrase. Gibbeted. What does
I
that
have
mean?
no idea.
Wow. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good. Gibbeted.
It got gibbeted. And I don't even know what a K is.
Oh, it could be Wikipedia misspelled. It could, like, whoever wrote it wrote it wrong. Maybe not even real words.
All I know is the books I read about pirates made it where, like, these stories were much more interesting in those.
Yeah.
The fate of his crew. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Anne Bonny and Mary Read both claimed to be pregnant at their trials 10 days after Rackham's execution, and so were given a temporary stay. Guess what? They're probably lying. Whether they were
Rackham's children.
I mean, if he did, I mean, hats off to him, but
yes.
I mean, let's face it, like, that's an easy way to be like, no, don't kill me, I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Whether they were actually pregnant is debatable. Reed died on April 1721, causes unknown. There is no historical record of Bonnie's release or of her execution, although there does exist a burial record for an Anne Bonny in 1733. George Featherston, Master. Richard Corner, Quartermaster. John Davis and John Howell were executed along with Jack Rackham in Port Royal. Patrick Carty, Thomas Earl, James Dobbin, and Noah Harwood were executed the next day in Kingston, Man.
Kingston. Well, we like to make the jerk chicken in Kingston, Man. You like the jerk chick.
Well,
like
if I have to be executed, I'd like to be executed in Jamaica.
You're making me hungry talking about the jerk chick.
Good Lord. 9 men who had been caught drinking with Rackham's crew: John Eaton, Edward Warner, Thomas Baker, Thomas Quick, John Cole, Benjamin Palmer, Walter Rouse, John Hanson, and John Howard were tried and convicted on January 24th, 1721. On February 17th, John Eaton, Thomas... Okay, yeah, we get it. They were all killed. Yeah, except for Edward Warner, Walter Rouse, and John Hanson. Their fate is unknown.
Don't forget about the John Ham.
John Ham was robbed.
He was robbed of his jerk chick.
Now you're just making up your own fan fiction.
Terrible, Homer. Terrible. Quit pirating, Homer. Quit while you're ahead.
You're embarrassing us.
You're no pirate friend of mine, Homer Glitch. Get out of here.
The flag commonly associated with Rackham depicts a white skull above crossed swords on a black background, and Rackham is sometimes credited with inventing or designing the Jolly Roger. At trial, however, no witnesses described Rackham ever using such a flag, only noting that his sloop flew a white pendant. The skull and crossed swords design likely dates to the earliest 20th century, and attaching it to Rackham can be traced to a 1959 book by Hans Leip, Bourbouk de Satans.
Oh.
Calico Jack nickname. Although only referred to as John Rackham alongside various spellings in primary sources and the first volume of A General History of Pirates in 1724, he is best known today by the nickname Calico Jack, first introduced in the second volume of A General History of Pirates in 1728. This nickname has become ubiquitous in popular culture, although it is unlikely to have been used by Rackham. Why do y'all keep ruining the story?
Just say terrible.
Just say they called him Calico Jack Rackham. Just say it. Stop killing my dreams.
Disney was wrong. They were wrong.
Disney is never wrong. Disney are going to become our overlords. They will lead us into
Disney.
utopia.
CCP Disney. You can never be wrong, CCP Disney.
Pirates tended to use nicknames if they had one. The Trial of Blackbeard's crew repeatedly uses the nickname Blackbeard, but Rackham's trial never alludes to any nickname or alias. Its appearance in A General History Volume 2 is itself suspicious, as this volume is best known for adding entirely fictional stories like those of Captain Misson. The very nickname Calico Jack is unlikely to be utilized by anyone in Nassau, because in the 18th century, calico had a strong feminine connotation due to its role in women's clothing productions. There does exist a pirate who went by Calico Jack. He was, however, a slave who escaped his master, Frederick Phillips. and joined a ship bound for Madagascar in 1694. Well, y'all are just killing me here. Legacy, despite a career of only 61 days. Oh, that is embarrassing. And only taking a handful of ships, John Rackham is among the most famous pirates of the golden age of piracy, primarily due to having 2 female crew members, and the influence of his fictitious flag and nickname. By the 21st century, Rackham has appeared in hundreds of books, movies, TV programs, and video games.
Rackham Sackham.
Yes. Yep. Rackham is featured in the 2013 video game Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag as a side character and minor antagonist. Rackham is one of the major characters in 2014 Starz television series Black Sails. Rackham is a character in The Pirates by George MacDonald Fraser. Rackham is one of 9 historical pirates to appear as enemies in Sid Meier's Pirates. Rackham is one of 16 historical pirates selectable as Pirate King in Tropico 2. The German heavy metal band Running Wild released a song named Calico Jack in 1988. The pirate Red Rackham in the Tintin story Red Rackham's Treasure is likely named after John Rackham. In the manga One Piece, the character Yorkie is inspired by Rackham. In Our Flag Means Death, John Rackham, played by Will Arnett, shows up as an old friend and ex-lover of Blackbeard's in episode 8. And of course, they don't mention Jack Sparrow because they're you know, that one disappointed the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I was disappointed. I'm not even like a big pirate guy. Although I did like the Pirates of the Caribbean.
God almighty.
Hey, what's the name of this chick with this big old gun thing?
That is Code.
Code. Okay.
Also known as Calico Code Rackham.
Ooh, Calico Code Rackham Stack'em Sock'em.
So let's get us some pirate facts up in here.
Now, does Code have this lizard chick on her back, or is that like her pet or something?
Funny story about that. So that critter appears as in just kind of the foreground of an establishing shot in issue 1. It's just a creature that lives on the planet that Therese is on. Mm-hmm. And what happened was, because my my artist put that critter next to Code on the cover, Brian Lobdell, when I had him do a poster of her, he saw them next to each other and assumed that was her pet, and so he drew them together.
Well, and, you know, when I see this poster, I thought that was part of her head, and I thought like, oh, she's got like some beast attached to her head and the back, and it's got like this whole other thing in the tail. So I thought she was like an alien chick at first, until I saw the hair and like, oh, it's separated, it's not together. For the longest time, I was really confused by that character.
Well, you should know that we do not have any humanoid type aliens in this story.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. See, I thought that big thing with like the leg part where the knee is, I guess. I thought that was like her ear. I thought it was like a alien ear on the back of her head. And then I saw the lizard. Oh, it must be something attached to her back, like grafted on, or she's part alien or something.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I was all out there thinking on what the hell's going on with that chick.
Good Lord. Well, I fast forwarded a few of these pirate facts because a lot of these are basic bitch facts because I think they're meant for kids.
Yeah.
But many pirates had a code of conduct that they followed, which included rules about sharing treasure, not stealing from each other, and electing their own leaders. Pirates were often subject to harsh punishments if caught, including hanged or being marooned on a desert island. Blah, blah, blah. Some pirates would use parrots as pets, but this is mostly a myth perpetuated by popular culture. The deadliest pirate in history is believed to be Zhang Yi Sao. We read about her. Pirates often used pseudonyms or aliases to conceal their true identities, like Ivory, or Code, or Serpent, or Kodiak, or Fuseboxx, or Bit.
Buzzbox. Or Omer Glitch. He's the deadliest pirate I've ever heard of. The Omer Glitch.
You really need to read Outlaw Nights, because
Outlaw Nights.
You would know what I was talking about.
Yeah, I gotta back it so we can put you at where are we? We could put you at 47 backers and at least $1,521, maybe.
Oh, it's okay. You can just donate like $10,000 to the campaign. It's
oh
fine.
yes, I'll donate the capture of my booty. Yes. I'm going to go out for some Bitcoin on the high seas of the internet, and I'll get you some Bitcoin.
Some pirates would wear gold earrings, which they believed would improve their eyesight.
Oh wow,
that's weird.
That's fascinating. Yeah, quite fascinating.
Okay, yeah. A lot of these facts are just kind of basic. I mean, this is nothing. Yeah, this is for little kids. I'm not sharing that. That's embarrassing. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. That was wrong of me. I should not have exposed you to that. This audience is smarter than fifth graders. At least I think.
Smarter than a fifth grader.
Good Lord. Where? Yeah, I don't like them bitches. Right, here we go. Actual pirate crap. Written by an ugly woman. Here we go.
What the?
If it's been written by an ugly woman, it's got to be true.
It's got to be.
Here we go. Okay. So, this is the ugly woman who wrote this. Desiree O. She's a writer who covers lifestyle, food, nutrition, and she's written for various websites such as Best Life, Adweek, Brit Plus Co, Ripley's, and more. Well, you got to do something to make up for the fact that you're ugly.
Right. Is she really that ugly?
She's. I mean, you know, if you're drunk, if you were drunk, you could probably, you know.
Yo, hence the paper bag method. Yes.
Or if you've been in prison.
Oh, or on a ship for many, many months. I see.
Ah, so you want to go the Anne Bonny route. Because of movies like Treasure Island and Pirates of the Caribbean, many of us have an image of pirates spending their lives at sea, speaking with intense accents, and making each other walk the plank. But in reality, these seafaring lawbreakers who date back to ancient times often had wives and children back home, are contributing members of their local economies, and do not grunt R nearly as much as you previously believed, Omer Glitch.
Oh, that's terrible of me. What a stereotype of a person.
To learn more about these mysterious criminals, read on for about the 30 surprising facts.
Oh my goodness.
Number 1, the stereotypical pirate accent was invented by Disney, over glitch.
You see, I told you, CCP Disney, right there.
September
So-
19th marks the annual Talk Like a Pirate Day, but the truth is pirates didn't actually have a uniform accent. Many of
They
the
didn't even
phrases
talk.
Many
They
of
didn't know
the
how to talk.
phrases we associate with them today originated from the 1950 Disney film Treasure Island, starring Robert Newton as Long John Silver, which was based off of the 1883 novel of the same name. Newton's performance, full of R's, shiver me timbers, and references to landlubbers, not only stole the show, it permanently shaped pop culture's vision of how pirates looked, acted, and spoke. So it
That's
was
crazy.
bullshit.
Well, blame Disney. Not
And
me.
so was the stereotypical pirate outfit. Pirates we know from modern movies may have a signature style, but that on-screen fashion isn't exactly accurate. As historian Daphne Palmer Giannakopoulos. All right, well, I don't trust her. She's Greek.
Oh my god.
Author of The Pirate Next Door, told Georgetown University only Johnny Depp looked like Jack Sparrow in Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates wore typical maritime clothing of the day, with pirate captains and those with more money donning more expensive outfits. But there's one part of the typical pirate outfit that's accurate. Pirates did wear eye patches, but not because they were all missing an eye.
What?
In order to help their eyes adjust more quickly between the bright ship deck and the dark below decks, pirates would patch one eye so it was always adjusted for the darkness.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's a way of thinking.
Some pirates did have hooks and wooden pegs. There were a few other fictitious sounding details about pirates that are accurate. For example, battling pirates surely lost limbs from time to time, and some of them would have replaced their absent appendages with a hook or a wooden peg. According to the Smithsonian, members of the crew received compensation for the loss of body parts in action, an early form of workers' comp.
Wow, ahead of the curve. These pirates.
Pirates wore earrings to ward off seasickness. So that's different from what we read in Wikipedia,
Right.
which Kel surprise. But you know,
Right.
when
But
pirates,
they both sound good. They both sound like good possibilities, right?
this one, I mean, I'm willing to bet this one's probably more accurate, just
More
'cause
accurate, yeah.
the other one's Wikipedia.
Yeah.
When pirates accessorized with earrings, they weren't just trying to be fashionable. According to National Geographic, sailors believed that applying pressure to the earlobe would ward off seasickness. In many cases, the pirates would accomplish this by popping on an earring. Unfortunately, though, your inner ears do affect your sense of balance. Putting earrings in your earlobes does nothing to mitigate seasickness. Pirates had a sophisticated mail system and a retirement plan.
Wow.
Pirates had extensive networks on land that kept them in touch with the outside world. They had a mail system of sorts, ships ferrying letters back and forth that enabled them to communicate with relatives, and even a commuter service to take retiring pirates from their famous haunts in Madagascar to more mundane lives in America.
Hey, well, with that being said, it makes sense why the Chinese or chick and retirement was important to them, because that's like part of their culture. That makes sense now. Like, it seems like it was important.
Well, in her case, it was a special case because, like, their pirate confederacy was so freaking powerful that the government
Powerful.
basically bent over backwards for them when they surrendered.
Right. Because they were afraid of being taken over.
There was a golden age of piracy, but piracy dates back to ancient times. For as long as there have been ships, there have been criminals who have taken to the sea. For example, historians have found evidence of pirates in the Mediterranean as far back as 1353 BC. During that time, the Egyptian pharaoh Akhenaten complained of pirates who had raided his coastal cities and ports. The tyrants also threatened the trading routes of ancient Greece and looted cargoes of grain and olive oil from Roman ships, according to Royal Museum Greenwich. However, there is a certain time span that is most famously associated with pirates. Usually referred to as the Golden Age of Piracy, period between 1650 and 1720, is when these seafaring lawbreakers saw the height of their fame, according to National Geographic. During this time, infamous pirates such as Blackbeard, Calico Jack Rackham, and Henry Morgan made names for themselves, according to the Royal Museum. Number 8, there were women pirates. Did you know that there were women pirates, Omer? There were women pirates.
I didn't know there were women pirates. I didn't know that. Women pirates?
Well, there were.
Wow, that's astounding. Women are so cool. They should be everywhere all the time. And, collecting garbage, too. Women are awesome. Yeah. So talented.
While men have definitely dominated the world of piracy, there have been several notorious women pirates, including Frances Jeanne de Clisson, England's Mary Read, we know her, and Ireland's Grace O'Malley and Anne Bonny. America's first female pirate was Rachel Wall, who was arrested for robbery and hanged at the age of 29.
What a waste. What a waste. She had a couple more years on her.
She had baby-making years left in her.
Mm-hmm.
It's just wrong.
What a waste. Yeah, what's wrong with them? Freaking weirdos.
Maps were just as precious as gold or silver to pirates. Pirates may have been searching for gold, silver, jewels, and rum while plundering ships, but they were also on the lookout for something that was just as valuable: maps. They were looking for minor attracted persons.
That's terrible. Terrible. Terrible.
For instance, National Geographic describes one particular stolen Spanish atlas from 1680 as an extremely valuable pirate booty that overjoyed pirates when they seized it, according to their detailed journeys. I am always overjoyed when I seize valuable booty.
Yeah, or maps, or women.
Latina booty, to be specific.
Yes. Bitcoin on the high seas of the internet.
I said Latina booty.
Yes, Latina booties as well. Yes. Over my knee, get over my knee so I can smack the booty.
The manuscript was filled with precious navigational information, including maps, charts, and descriptions of different places. It was so valuable that Bartholomew Sharp printed a colorful English version of it and presented it to the King of England, a gift that may have saved him from execution.
Yeah, I would have saved that guy too. Yeah. But a map.
Lord. So let's see. Pirates stole books too.
They know how to read?
According to National Geographic, some members of pirate crews were literate and were essential for reading navigational charts. Books were even sometimes part of the booty taken from ships that the pirates pilfered.
No, it makes sense, yar.
Pirates had a special...
timbers. It makes sense to me.
You are using a stereotypical 1950s Disney accent, sir.
I must save the princess. Quit it.
Pirates had a special menu suited to life at sea. Pirates didn't have refrigerators on their ships, so they needed a special menu suitable for life at sea. That means they brought food on board that wouldn't rot right away, and relied on cured meats and fermented vegetables. They might also have kept animals that could provide the crew with milk, eggs, and ultimately fresh meat.
Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good. I'm down with that.
Pirate ship
We can't
captains,
fish every day for fish.
pirate ship captains were elected. According to the Smithsonian, captains were elected by popular vote and could be removed if their performances fell short. That means if they couldn't finish.
Hey, does this cyber arm guy have a t-shirt or like a white beater, or is he like no shirt on the top?
You talking about my boy Wellington?
Cyborg arm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
he's shirtless the whole time.
shirtless. Okay. So he's got nipples.
Yes.
So I can draw nipples. Man nipples.
Pirates abided by strict rules and even had curfews.
Wow.
While pirates are known for being a raucous bunch, they did follow a strict set of rules, namely the Pirate Code. While the exact details of the Pirate Code varied from ship to ship, most included an outline for disciplinary practices and how they would divide their stolen goods. The codes also included some surprising rules of conduct. For example, in 1722, Captain Bartholomew Black Bart Roberts has drafted a code that established that the lights and candles are to be put out at 8 o'clock at night. If any of the crew after that hour still remain inclined for drinking, they were to do it on the open deck. In other words, no staying up past 8 p.m.
Wow. Those sound like daddy rules.
Well, you could still get drunk, but you had to you couldn't be below deck. You had to be up on the surface.
Yeah, and I would imagine back then, like the sun goes down and it's like, oh man, we got to turn on all the lamps, and we don't have electricity yet. Yeah, forget about that.
They had electricity.
On the boats?
Yeah, they
barely had a refrigerator.
They had jacuzzis. They had indoor
Jacuzzis,
plumbing.
Oh yeah, yes.
Life aboard pirate ships was more often more civilized than life aboard merchant ships. Merchant sailors were treated and paid poorly, and sometimes the pirate's life proved to be the pair deal. Sailors were so badly treated in many of these merchant vessels by the captains and owners. They were given lousy rations, cheated out of their pay at the end of journeys, often fed spoiled food, and placed on vessels that intentionally didn't have enough provisions on board.
Wow.
So in some ways, becoming a pirate was a way to stick it to the man. Pirate ships often had bands and theaters.
What?
Pirates often spent months and even years at sea with only occasional stops at port that offered entertainment. But the sailors still needed to keep themselves occupied on their ships, which is why they often had bands on board to play shanties and perform theater. Black Bart Roberts' code included the following rule regarding the band. The musicians shall have a rest on the Sabbath day only by right, on all other days by favor only.
Hey, Fuse, I got about 10 more minutes, and then I got a jet.
Well, that's cool. I mean, honestly, I think... What is up, Tank Ferret? I think this is probably a good place for us to wrap it on up, because I am getting rather tired myself.
Yeah, you've been yawning. I was like, what is that sound? Oh, he's yawning.
Well, you know. But, you know, we've been...
Yeah, you said you were tired. It was a long day. Yeah, I heard you earlier.
And I think, you know, I mean, we've learned a lot in today's class about pirates.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
we've learned that. Oh, and one final rule here: pirates really did keep parrots.
They did or didn't? This
They did.
Is contradictory to the other one, who said it was not typical of them having parrots.
I'm sorry, Tank. It's just that both Omer and I, we've been talking about pirates for over 2 hours, and we need a rest. We can't keep going.
Get in here, Tank. What are you doing? What are you doing, Tank? You need to get your tank pirate ass in here, Tank.
But you can watch it all on replay.
Yeah.
We covered a lot of ground. We discovered so much more about pirates. We discovered that, the pirate accent that Omer has been murdering this whole time was a lie.
It was a lie perpetuated by Disney.
We learned that pirates had frickin' bands and they put on plays on their
TV
ships.
shows and electricity, and they had jacuzzis and refrigerators on their ships.
They also had frickin' curfews.
Mm-hmm. Or you had to get drunk on the deck of the ship. The deck of my ship.
So, yes, indeed. I might read some more of these on another stream some other time. I might do it to annoy people.
Omer isn't here butchering the pirate language.
Wait, no, you don't go listen to Alice Storm. You replay the stream. You listen to the stream.
Get it right.
Damn it.
Give him the watch time. He needs it. Like, share, follow, and subscribe. And more importantly, go back to Outlaw Nights by Fuseboxx.
Yes, indeed. So, yeah, if y'all have not yet... Wait, hold on. That's the wrong thing. Where's my frickin' thingy? Where's my thingy?
It's in your pants.
Lordy. Hang on. I am posting the link in the chat for Outlaw Nights. And for those of you watching in replay, there will be a link to Outlaw Nights that is pinned in the live chat. If you just do the replay, the live chat thingy, my bobber, you go ahead and do that. I highly recommend, if y'all want to see some awesome futuristic pirates that follow closer to real life pirates. Not all the way, though. I mean, there's no curfews on the ship of Hazard, and they do play music in the main cockpit.
Oh, he said cockpit.
I did, but yeah, I highly recommend y'all check this on out. Yes, indeed. So, good old Omer Glitch, thank you so much for joining me on here today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, buddy.
Well, hopefully we'll get you on again when I have more energy and I'm not as
No
sassy.
problem. Make sure you like, share, follow, and subscribe. Fuseboxx and myself. You can find me everywhere on the interwebs at Glitch.
Oh wait,
That's all you
let
gotta
me
put. Google it. No, you're good. And make
Wait,
sure you
let
hit
me-
the bell so you don't miss notifications when we come on here.
trying to figure out how to embiggen you. Oh, there you go.
Check me out at Glitch everywhere. Like, share, follow, and subscribe. Hit the bell. Glitch everywhere. And let me share this piece of art with you. I got Outlaw Knights here sketched out. So you got your main red-headed, brown-headed guy. Your ball-headed chick with the super big gun. Your cyborg arm guy here. These are just rough layouts. I clean them up a little bit and then start inking them. And this is the big black dude. And I'm going to draw the white guy with the binoculars or the eye goggle things somewhere here.
It's a cybernetic
One of
guy,
those, white.
and he's actually partially Hispanic.
The guy who has the big plates on his chest with the big circles, not the guy
No.
with the shotgun.
I bet
Oh, those are cybernetic eyes on top of his head.
Oh, you're talking about Bit. Never mind. That's the white guy. Yeah.
Yeah, the other. Oh, so the other blonde guy is half Hispanic, or is that the
No,
black
I
guy?
meant the guy with the long hair with the cybernetic eye.
Long hair with cybernetic eye. Oh, I see that guy. Yeah, okay. Oh, cool. He's Hispanic. Cool. Yeah, the main big head on that one cover. Yeah, I see it. He's the cable guy. Oh, he's the captain. Cool. I should have drawn him at the forefront. He's the main guy, not this guy. Just kidding.
Well, you know.
Well, and I don't know if you're a fan of this guy, but I was kind of using some of this as a little bit of reference, a little Rob Liefeld, issue number 8 of X-Force. And you can see a little bit of the influence there. It's not exactly. I'm not trying. I'm just kind of using it. It's kind of a guide.
Hell
Ay,
yeah.
caramba. So I'll link it up. I'll add those other characters, just fix up the backgrounds, put some speed lines, and I'll send it your way when I finish it.
Well,
It was
I
fun,
can't
man.
wait.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, bud. And
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, I am once again your host, Ben, aka the Fuseboxx. You can find me on Twitter at Fuseboxx7. You can also find me on Instagram at Outlaw Knights. And you can find me on Facebook under my real name, Ben Fuselier, Fuselier. If you like anything we had to say, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications. And hell, if you didn't like anything we had to say, if these pirate facts were just boring you to death and you wanted to put a bullet in your brain, go ahead and hit the dislike button. Because whether you like us or hate us, it doesn't matter. It feeds us. We're on YouTube. This is like, we crave attention. We don't care what kind of attention. We just want attention. Thank you so much for joining us.
Go over to my channel and click the like and subscribe and drive me nuts. Glitch and Fuse.
Thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, and we will talk to you all later.